Tonight, breaking news. A tanker explosion on the northern beaches. At least 2 people killed. The truck is still alight. We will bring you the latest. Look what's happening now on Sydney's trains. We have the exclusive on these armed thugs. Hospital staff take their pain to the people, protesting over budget cuts. And getting all dressed up for rugby league's big night out. Good evening.
This is 10 Eyewitness News with Hugh Riminton.
Good evening. We begin with breaking news tonight of the worst sort. 2 people are confirmed dead. That number could rise after a fuel tanker exploded at Mona Vale on the northern beaches. The fire continues to burn. The truck hit several cars. We understand there are at least 4 vehicles involved. We have several reporters on this breaking story right now. Erin Bell is one of them. Erin, can you tell us what happened?
Well, Hugh, this is an horrific set of circumstances here and details are still coming to hand, but it appears as though a petrol tanker has lost control on Mona Vale Road.
We'll have plenty more in sport, but nothing can beat the glitz and glamour of Dally M night, Hugh.
Indeed, Adam, thank you so much for that. Now, still to come on 10 Eyewitness News, we'll have more on that tanker tragedy in the northern beaches and a surprise development in the long-running Reinhardt family feud. The truck crash that caused a morning scramble for Sydney motorists. Plus, Australia cooks up a new plan to pinch the America's Cup. Also, one of the most shocking road rage incidents you will ever see. And it's breathtaking, a new world record for going without air. Welcome back. Let's go back to that breaking news still unfolding at Mona Vale tonight, where a fuel tanker and several cars have collided, sparking a fireball. 2 people are confirmed dead. Erin Bell is following this for us. Erin, what more do you have for us?
Well, Hugh, we can confirm that the number of fatalities does remain at 2, as you mentioned, but 6 others have been transported to hospital, 3 in a critical condition, and that includes the driver of the truck involved in that incident. 3 others are in a stable condition. Now, the truck still...
If all goes to plan, earning a place in sporting history is priceless. Natasha Squarey, 10 Eyewitness News.
Up next, the US government starts shutting down and world markets count the cost. Road rage, a driver picks the wrong guy to knock off the road. And the havoc wreaked by an empty and driverless train. Take you back to that breaking news story, the tanker explosion at Mona Vale. The latest count, 2 people are confirmed dead, 6 are injured, 3 of them are in a critical condition. Ellie Southwood is at the scene. Ellie, what can you tell us now?
Well, Hugh, I've just raced up from a press conference that was held just down the road a minute ago, and the Commissioner of Fire and Rescue New South Wales, Greg Mullins, has been good enough to join us right now live. Greg, what is the latest that you know?
Well, look, thankfully the fire's been extinguished. What firefighters faced when they arrived was a catastrophic scene. There's been a petrol tanker has rolled over.
The 29-year-old says she is innocent and shouldn't have to prove it twice. Still to come, Julia Gillard reveals what left her in a murderous rage. Also, the new blockbuster movie that is out of this world. And the Australian share market has closed lower in a session dominated by the US government shutdown. Here's how the market, the Aussie dollar and gold and oil fared today. Let's go back to Mona Vale, where that tanker fire has now been extinguished. 2 people, however, are confirmed dead. At least 5 people have been taken to hospital. 3 of those are reported to be in a critical condition. The fuel tanker and several cars were caught up in all of this. Ellie Southwood is at Mona Vale at the scene. Ellie, we understand the truck driver, the tanker driver, is among the survivors.
Yes, Hugh, I understand that that truck driver was in fact the injured person that was taken by air helicopter to Royal North Shore Hospital. Now,
It opens in Australian cinemas this week. In the United States, Lachlan Kennedy, 10 Eyewitness News.
Well, stay with us. Just ahead, we've got more on tonight's big stories. And in sport, we cross back to the red carpet for the latest ahead of the Dally M Awards. Also tonight, the player who wanted out of the Roosters now preparing for the grand final. Plus, Buddy Franklin behind the wheel in Sydney as the biggest name in AFL turns his back on the Giants for a shock move to the Swans. Welcome back. More now on our top story. 2 people are confirmed dead in a fuel tanker explosion at Mona Vale this afternoon. It involved a truck and at least 4 other vehicles. It is still unclear how the tragedy happened. 5 people have been taken to hospital, some in a critical condition. Rugby League's highest individual honour will be awarded in Sydney tonight. Brad McEwan is here with the details. You already know, don't you, Brad?
Oh, I wish I did, Hugh. I really do. It's Dally M night and it's set to be a battle of the backs for the NRL's top gong. Adam Hawes joins us from the red carpet. Adam, who do you think will be toasting later tonight? I don't know.
Neither do I, Brad. It's too close to call at this stage, but I'll tell you one thing. It's going to be a Queenslander. Daly, Cherry Evans, Greg Inglis, Cooper Cronk
And in the world record books, so we breathlessly hand him our play of the day. Not that I need to say it, but God, do not try that at home. That is incredible.
20 minutes. They want to check him to see if he's got a little, valve at the back of his head.
Yes, I might have to check.
Tim Bailey. I think he's got a valve at the back of his head. He talks so fast, he's got to breathe somehow. We've got the latest on the hot and windy weather. That'll be coming up next.
Everything was fast, Hugh, the wind particularly, and we got to some very hot temperatures. We'll have the latest and some fire pictures coming at you after this commercial break.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Masters Home Improvement. Spring starts right here, so head in store or shop online.
Thanks for watching 10 Eyewitness News on a day that took some weather watching, let me tell you. Wind speeds, weren't they a feature? The westerlies just roared at us. 93 kilometres an hour down Sydney Harbour at Barrel today. Mount Boyce had a taste of 106 kilometres an hour and the Snowy Mountains got a touch of 130 k's. The heat came pretty early in the piece. Before midday, we went to 33.6 degrees at Sydney Airport. 32.2 was the top for Sydney City. Some bushfires. Let me take you right there, right now. Mariong near Doonside, and this was a particularly nasty little sunny Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and in the west, mainly sunny Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday, and that includes the big grand final day on Sunday. Brilliant sunset again tonight. I'll see you again tomorrow. Back to you, Hugh.
Tim, thank you. That is 10 Eyewitness News for now. I'll be back with updates shortly. The 10 Late News tonight is at 10:30. Thank you for watching.